How we doing, Barack? You guys, we'll be getting started soon. Ooh, that's an ugly question. I gotta fix that one. Hey, show, what's good? What's the happenings, ladies and gentlemen? Keep doing that. Sea Chicken, how are things? I'm doing fairly well. Got my oil taken care of my car, so I'm a happy camper. So it doesn't make all its funny noises anymore. And I spent a lot of today working on some of the one-player games, the mini games. So we're not sure what we're going to do trivia-wise tonight. I think we got one we're going to kind of test out a little bit. So if we get bugs, I'm going to apologize beforehand. It's going to take me a little bit extra time to set it up once it's started. And if I get desperate, I'll just pull out one of the usual suspects and pull up Jeopardy or something. But ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here, welcome to List Wits, the one, the only live interactive game show where we do a little bit of everything. Trivia, word games, word puzzles, you name it, we try it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But we will be getting started here very, very, very shortly. And if you guys happen to be on the Discord chat, you guys will probably be very happy because Sari is apparently not going to be here tonight. So you guys can't yell at her about stealing all your prize winnings. I know, I'm going to miss Pirate Sea Chicken. Crystal Pirate Sea Chicken. It's just not going to be the same. Hola, Red! But ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're trying a couple of things. Whether or not they work remain to be seen. So you guys just be patient with me. Hello, Coach. What's good?
Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're braving the right way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're braving the right way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're braving the right way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to the one, the only live interactive game show coming to you from around the internet. Hope you guys are doing well out there. And yeah, I'm thinking Sea Chicken, you set a bunch of traps like in the horror movies. That's what I'm thinking you did. And you're just like pretending they're accidents. It's like, oh no, officer, I don't know where that giant ditch came from. It wasn't there yesterday, I swear. Oh, the shovel? It's just, I'm working in the garden, that's all. Hey, Delvikins, how you doing, my dear? But ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are having a very, very good weekend. It is nice. It's fall. It feels like fall. Nope. See, Sea Chicken, you got to admit to it. You're trying to start your own horror movie, and you're the supervillain, right? That's what it is. So the piracy of Sea Chicken has now become the horror movie piracy of Sea Chicken. He's probably, how do I put this? Because I just got done watching Harbinger Down last week, and it's like the Russians brought back the alien. Yeah. Exactly, Wallace. That's the name of our horror movie, starring Sea Chicken as the villain. The hills have diamond eyes. That's what it is. The hills have diamond eyes, starring Sea Chicken. That's why he doesn't let anybody go into the shed, because he doesn't want you seeing all the refrigerated body parts back there. But ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you guys are here to enjoy a little List Wits, the one, the only live interactive trivia word game puzzle game show where we make you exercise these more so than this. But yeah, it was actually a peaceful week for me, for the most part, and I managed to get some important stuff done. That important stuff being my car, which really needed it. Now I just got to pay to get the oil pan changed because it still leaks. But it works. That's all I'm worried about. And it doesn't sound like a screaming Mimi going down the road. But I hope everybody's here. I hope everybody's ready to have a little fun, a little thought process and a few other things along the way. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get started right off. And hopefully, because I just added another source to flip over, there we go. It's being really, really slow. So you guys will have to bear with me on this. I don't know why Streamlabs got really slow, but at least it's working at the moment. That's all I can say. That's the one good thing about this, except for the fact that it still won't fix my 4-letter word board. I actually added a couple, so I'm hoping that when I added a couple, it kind of repaired the save, no save issue. If not, I wasted a lot of time today doing some major repairs or some major fixes. The good news is like it actually opened and worked, so I was thrilled about that little fact. I want to put an able one in there just so I can have it say you got shot at and you want a shot at the vault, but I haven't done it yet. It's going to happen at some point. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get some additional people in. We actually added Periscope to our stream sources. I don't know if it's working. Well, I know the stream's working because I went over there and checked when I was in the countdown mode. I don't know if the chat is working, so if you guys are watching from Periscope, welcome to the one and only live interactive game show on Twitch, on YouTube, on hopefully Periscope. I'm kind of guessing on Periscope because it's like the first time I've ever actually used it. And I am trying to get one thing fixed while you guys are guessing. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll see. I don't think it's going to work, but we will have to see. So for those of you that have never been here before, this is the 4-letter word in which we are looking for that 4-letter word right there down there in the center of the board. I know I forgot to move the camera like I had intended to do. Which reads from top to bottom. And if you can get the 4-letter word, you will be getting a shot at the vault tonight, which we actually haven't had a lot of lately. Because basically the 4-letter word has fooled a few people, as has the list, as has the 4-letter word in the list, because I think that's all we've actually done lately. And like I said, I am trying to do one more thing and pray this holds. I just have this funny feeling it's not going to hold. And if it doesn't hold, I'm going to be very mad because like I said, today I went in and I actually added somewhere around 4 one-player or mini games. Scene-wise, thinking, well, okay, maybe if I make a new scene, Streamlabs Cloud will actually start taking my stuff. But I'm kind of worried it won't. And I cannot get this to oh, no wonder I can't get this to resize. Duh. Because I am a goofball. There we go. I was sitting there like, why is my title of my board game not resizing? And it's like, I have no clue. I have no clue why my stuff is not resizing. And then I look down and it's like, oh, it's still locked. It's like, oops. So I'm still like a little brain dead today. Not as bad as I was. And one of the reasons I know Streamlabs is not working like it's supposed to, or I haven't been getting any cheers and bits lately, is because that executive producer role right there is still empty. See that one with the big blank in the middle of it? So, where was we? We were We were going to talk about something today. I can't remember what it was now. It'll come to me. At some point, it will come to me. What am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting something because it's like everything like kind of started up correctly, which never happens for my show anymore. It never works like it's supposed to on startup, and it's like, what are we forgetting? What are we forgetting? So I know there was something that I'm supposed to be doing. And yes, I'm yelling at myself just a little bit. I always yell. No, that I did not do because I didn't have the car for till 1 o'clock, and the post office kind of closes early on Saturdays. So the good news is I think they're open on Sundays, so I may get it up there tomorrow. The post office kind of keeps their desk open for a little while on Sundays. Which of the following astronomers? See, I've got all these multiple choice questions in here that I never edited. I was supposed to say, which astronomer did Sir Isaac Newton talk with that inspired him? And I don't remember. Red probably remembers. Hello, Vera. How are we doing, my friend? What is good? So yeah, tonight we're probably going to try something a lot different compared to normal. We have one closed game on tap, and it's one I've been working on for a while. But other than that, I was thinking we're going to try to have you guys do some of the one-player games. That's like Flightboard, 3s to 7s, and things like that. Delvikins! See, when Sari's not here, Delvikin steps up and comes to the plate for the ladies. The 4-letter word was indeed a drip. No, I'm not calling you guys a drip. As that was the actual 4-letter word of the day, or the first 4-letter word of the day. Although I could call you guys a drip on occasion, but that would be mean, and you guys know me. I'm not that mean, am I? All right, so give me a minute as I get the vault loaded, because again, I didn't load anything really tonight, because we are going to wing it a little bit. Just because we can. Just because we can. And with that, Miss Delvikins, and yes, it's Delvikins nerdy, it is not Delvy Pants. Delvikins is a lovable term. Not that. Well, never mind. I won't go there. I won't go there. All right, Delv. So with that, my dear, you get to choose one of the 4 rows that we are going to remove an incorrect number from. So which row would you like the incorrect number to come out of? And I just realized what else I have missing. That's what I have missing. There we go. Oh, you're going to be nice, huh? She's going to give you guys the first number in the combination. Okay, that means Delv is now Siri Jr., just so you guys know. And coming out of row 1 is the 1. So we know the first number that will unlock the vault is a 7. No ifs, ands, or buts. The first number, no matter what, is a 7. Yeah, pretty much, Walrus. Like I said, I'm one of these people where it's like, if it's me, I'm not cutting the odds down until it's like close. Because I know if I get it wrong, somebody else could jump in and snatch it right out from under me. All right, so Delve says the combination to the vault is 7, 1, 2, 4. We plug 7124 into the computer. We press the red button. And we hear, do we hear something very good or very, very normal? Oh, it is another, not the combination to the vault puzzle or solution. It is not 7124, but we have cut the vault combination possibilities down to, how many do we have? 4, 8, 56 times 5. So we're down to a 1 in 280 chance, I think. We're down to a 1 in 280 for that prize is sitting right up there. And no, you guys can't see it because I don't show off the vault prize until the vault prize is won. So the vault combination is not 7124. And with that, we just keep on trucking tonight. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to open up my damn list, my actual correct answers. This is where I miss having my 2 screens. Because if I had my 2 screens, I would not be bouncing around so much on these. Alright, so we're going to put that right there so that we can see it. And ladies and gentlemen, we're just moving right along tonight, aren't we? We're only 18 minutes in. And we've already gone through 1 4-letter word. And we are about to go through, ladies and gentlemen, the first list of the evening. And as we always do for the list, we give you 30 minutes on this one. Though it almost never needs the full 30. And this is one I don't know if I have done the theme before, and I probably have. And if I did, I'm going to hate myself because I'm running out of ideas for lists. You guys don't know how hard it is to actually put some of these together. You really don't. So, for tonight's first list, well, before I do that, I got to make sure, just so I can keep you fast typers. There we go. 5 seconds. Now, I don't think I've ever done a Star Trek list. I honestly don't think I've ever done a Star Trek list. Because the only problem with that is, if you do a Star Trek list, it's like you've got to know the show. Or otherwise, it's really, really too easy. Oh, let's name all the captains in Star Trek. It's easy. Picard, Pike, Kirk, McGraw's character, which I can't think of right off the top of my head. Who else am I forgetting right off? Oh, yeah, I know, Aris. I gotta fix that. The actual word is break, and this was something I meant to fix before I jumped on, and I didn't do it. There we go. Yeah, I actually meant to fix that because I saw that earlier, and I got a little sidetracked. Slow your roll down, show. You know we don't do anything till I say we start, or I say the timer starts. One of these days, somebody's just going to have... Little French lady, if you are there, just smack him on the head one time for me. Just smack him on the head one time for me. That's all I need. Alright, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for 10 words or phrases that contain the word break. And, there we go. And those of you that have never seen the list before, the list is very, very simple. It's basically Family Feud without the points. What we are looking for are just basically 10 words or phrases that contain the word break in them, such as, give me a break. Now, you guys, like I said, I told you guys got a good chance tonight because Sari's not here to, like, steal them all from you. I think she said she was watching Game 7 of something. I can't remember. I forget who's Game 7. Is it the Dodgers and the Brewers are in number 7 tonight? Because like I said, we went bowling last night, and I did not do so well. I actually did worse than somewhat well. Because was playing one guy basically we were bowling against. He's like almost a professional. And it was one of those cases where after the first game, he basically completely dried up the lanes. And it was like nothing we could do worked. Absolutely nothing we could do worked on that one. Alright, so we have break the record, break the bank, break a sweat, take a break, clean break, break formation, break the law, prison break. Game 3, no. Well, let me rephrase it. I think I had like one. It was literally, game 1 was like our best chance. And then game 2 and 3, there's like no oil left on the lanes. And it was like, my ball is like really aggressive, so it needs some oil. And it was a disaster. It's like the worst game I have had in forever. It was one of those games where I went from like a 180 something to a 150 something to about a 110. And I haven't bowled a 110 in forever. I mean, in forever, I haven't bowled a 110. And it was... I was ready to cry. I really was. Because it was like no matter what I did, there was just no adjusting to anything that would work. Because when you go bowling, you're supposed to learn to do 3 lines. Well, this guy had so much on his ball that he took out the oil like on all 3 of my lines. And I'm like, it was like there was nothing you could do. There was nothing you could do. It was just one of those nights. Nope, break the bank is not up there, Walrus, because that's how I know I changed a couple of these. That's how I know I changed a couple of these. So again, like I said, guys, we just got done adding Periscope to the stream sources. So if you guys happen to be watching from Periscope, I just want to say welcome. Hope you guys enjoy yourselves around here. You are watching Wits. We are the only live interactive game show where you guys can win the prizes. And I know I had one Periscope viewer earlier, but that was it. That was it so far. But it looks like Restream is actually working again, thankfully. Because I did check Mixer, I did check Periscope. Break the pig. More like break the piggy bank. Actually, somebody got one of these, and I never got it. Give me 1 second. Allie, Sea Chicken. I think Sea Chicken got it, but I would just want to make sure. Yep, Sea Chicken got one. Number 5. Sorry, Sea Chicken. I was sidetracked and doing a bunch of chit chat. Just because we can. And I'm checking to see if I missed anybody else's. Oh, you took one of my good ones, Red. Break a story, break the news. I would have taken either one of those. Ironically, one of my easy ones you guys haven't gotten yet. There's one real easy one still up here, just to let you guys know. But we've only been doing this for 6.5 minutes, so that's as far as my hints go. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you are new here, welcome to Wits. We are the only live interactive game show where you guys are the contestants, where you guys can win some of the stuff you see back here behind, and most of the stuff you see back here behind you. Not counting the Wits sign, not counting what's up there right now. Then we have smalls that we give away. We got some larges we give away. Anything from collectibles to game boards to cards to die-cast cars. That's why they gave him the patch, yo. That's why they gave him the patch. Like I said, so we're basically putting Sea Chicken as the star of the new horror movie. So Fatality, who hasn't been in here in forever, is now getting replaced. The original story was we were putting Fatality in the horror movie in the kitchen, but now it's Sea Chicken and the Road of Rex. I gotta figure out what we're gonna call it. What we'll call it though. What would we call Sea Chicken's movie? So it's a country road with balloons, and we can't do. I like The Hills Have Diamond Eyes, but he doesn't always have the diamond eyes. He said that before. He only wears them when he sleeps. Besides which, Rob Zombie would hate us for stealing his title. Monster Tuna. That's what we'll call it. Monster Country Tuna. Brand new horror hit. Coming to you from the un-Marvel universe. Because we're filming it, which means it'll be very bad. Be lots of static, lots of shakiness, lots of computer lag in the process. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing the list. We are looking for 10 words or phrases that contain the word break. And it's a 30-minute puzzle. And if we just pick 10 random phrases and put them up there. Think of it, like I said, Family Feud without the points. And there are a few of them, as you guys can tell. For instance, I like the lucky break. It's a very good phrase, but it is not one of our 10 phrases that we have selected. And behind the break phrases, behind one of them will be a shot at the vault, and behind one of them will be a small prize. Unless we end up doing like Thursday, where the computer got one of the small prizes, and Break wind for sea chicken. If you have Bubbles chili, yeah, it'll definitely happen that way. So yeah, I'm going to try to box Jax's up and see if I can get hers to the post office tomorrow. Like I said, I know the desk is typically open for a little bit on Sunday, but not for long. And I couldn't do it today because, like I said, I had to take the car in, get the oil changed, and go for that. So it's just one of those. Oh, I was going to show you guys the shirt I picked up for myself, but I left it upstairs. Dang it! I left my shirt upstairs, and I can't. I'm not going to like go off camera just yet. When I go grab my extra coffee. Oh wait, no, I'm not doing coffee anymore. This is the last of my coffee, and it is cold. Breakdown. Break a lance. See, now I know when Dell's getting desperate because she's going for those really obscure ones. Showing off his natural talent as a breakdancer. That's what we'll have to see when you go see Singing Gamer. Would you see Show doing some breakdancing while Chris is in the background singing? Somebody give me a good breakdance song right off the top of their head. Then we can see Show just break all of Chris's equipment. So right now, let's see what we got. We got Show with 2, Sea Chicken with 1, Red with 3, Delve with 1. And there are some moves we should never see Show. There's some moves we should never, ever, ever see. They're not fit for human eyes. Why? How do you think Sea Chicken got the patch? He begged the doctor for a black patch so he couldn't see anything, and they're like, nope, you get the crystal one. At least it will warp what you're looking at. But yeah, guys, so like I said, tonight we'll probably do things a little bit differently. Just to do them a little differently. In fact, I think the only game I did not load up that I had intended to was the What's My Line. There's my easy one, Vera. Breakfast. Yeah. I think, let's see. Break bread. Delve beat you to it. Delve beat you to break bread. Sometimes the easy ones are the best ones because you just kind of forget about them. So we got 2 break phrases left. Show dances like Napoleon Dynamite. Nah, he dances more like Pedro does. Sea Chicken with Breakneck. You're supposed to put a Z in there. I got skills. Show. And number 9 is Break with Tradition. C with a big comeback there to end it. So we had Give Me a Break, Breakfast, Break a News Story, Break Bread with, Make a Clean Break, Jailbreak, Sticks and Stones May Break My Bones. The words are very painful. Breakneck Speed, break with tradition, and break the fourth wall. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is our break list. So with that, we're going to load up the celebrities. We're going to load up the prizes, or the prize. And we are going to find out which of our crew is claiming a small prize and which will be claiming the second vault shot of the day. And we're going to start with the Knucklehead. Since I'm calling him a Knucklehead, Red's Sticks and Stones may break my bones. But an empty prize slot really, really hurts me. So Red coming up empty on number 1. And then we turn our attention over to the man that ran with it at the end, Sea Chicken, because he solved a few of them with some breakneck speed, and it puts Sea Chicken in control of the vault. So congratulations, Sea Chicken. You're getting the vault shot. Now it's time to find out if Sea Chicken is also going to claim the small prize to go with his current envelope to be transferred to a box. And there is no small prize for Sea Chicken, which means either Red, Show, or Vera, or Delve will be getting a small prize tonight. The question is, who will it be? Will it be one of the other Knuckleheads, Mr. Kosugi? It might be, but it is definitely not. And he's screaming, "Give me a break!" And then I think Delve had put Prison Break, but I was looking for a specific jailbreak. So is it Red Walrus breaking the fourth wall and claiming a prize? Nope. Red cannot reach through and claim a prize tonight. At least not yet. He's still got one more chance. And then we turn our attention to... Let's see. Who shall I do? See, I don't know where you live, Vera, because I've never asked. Let's go with Mr. Kosugi again. Since Kosugi is wanting to break into the vault or the prize pile, and he gets arrested and goes back into jail where he has to pull off another jailbreak. So we are down to Vera, Red, and Delvikins. And let's go with the best meal of the day. Is it Vera's breakfast worth anything? Oh, it is not breakfast, which means we are down to 2 of our regulars, Red and Delve. Will it be another prize to go to the Knuckleheads pile, or will it be one going to Delvikins? It is Miss Delvikins. Delve getting the small prize. So Delve had a shot at the vault, and the story of the day is Walrus no longer likes those 50-50 odds. He's like, yeah, I like those odds. Damn it. I got the wrong 50. So it is congratulations to Delve for the prize, and congratulations to Sea Chicken, who will be getting another shot at the vault. And since I already have it loaded, let's give Sea Chicken his vault shot. So Sea Chicken, which row would you like me to take an incorrect number from? Would you like a wrong number out of the orange row, which is going to be kind of hard to do, the white row, the blue row, or the green row? Alright, Sea Chicken says, let's get those odds down even further, which we can do with the 9 coming off the board. Alright, see? what 4-digit number do you think is opening the vault tonight? And 6863 is not available, just so you know. All right, Sea Chicken says, let's go with 7, 4, 6, 3. 7, 4. Now, what do you mean, thanks? You're welcome, Morris. It's Delphi should be thanking for that 7. So we have 7463 plugged into the computer. We press the button and we hear, once again, the vault says, nope, not yet. The vault is being very, very, very stingy. And with that, we get back over to Delvikin's prize pile. Which is in a box somewhere. I know that. So give me 1 minute, guys, as I get this loaded. Oh, Allie jumping in and says, and not so fast. Allie says, I want my shot at the wheel. So with that, Allie, we spin the wheel for you 1 time. And let's see if the wheel is generous enough this evening. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Allie has forced us to jump to the vault again. So we jump right back over to the vault. And with that, Allie, you don't get any numbers off the board on the wheel spin. You get 1 free guess at the vault combination right now. See, now knowing Allie, Allie will go 3, 8, 5, 2, because none of the numbers are there. I could see him doing that. Just to do it. See, what'd I tell you? There is no 2 as the first number, Allie. There is only Zool, or 7s. Ow, my arm's starting to hurt. It's like I pulled something. There are no Zools. There are only 7s. Just so you know. So, Allie, what legitimate 4-digit number would you like? All right, Allie says, let's go for, as soon as I get my mouse back, Come on, mouse. All right, hold on. I think I got too many slideshows open. Give me a second. Allie says, let's go. 7, 4, 2, 6. We plug 7426 into the combination on the lock. And we hear another failed combination. It is not 7426, which means the vault is still open, or still closed. And then with that, we turn our attention over to Ms. Gelbykins. And Delve, we have 202. There we go. 202 possible prizes for you. I could arrange that. I really could. Bubbles has a ton of shoes upstairs she doesn't wear. I could put together a box of left-footed shoes. And they would all be different. All right, Delve would like treasure chest number 54. And in treasure chest 54 for Delve, she will be getting the Rook card game. Right, I knew exactly where that was. You know, it's scary when I actually do know where stuff is. But we have the rule book, and then we have the completely unopened Rook set. So that, congratulations, Delve, is now yours. I kind of remember playing this when I was younger, but not by much. A wind turned gold. Beware the power of the Rook. The eerie black bird can make all the difference. I have no I don't remember how to play this anymore. I wish I did, because I think if I remember rightly, this was actually a lot of fun. I think. Yeah, turn it into a drinking game, and it always turns out fun. So with that, Deb, you're going to add that to your box over here, which is, because I've already got a bunch of your stuff bubble wrapped. Yep. So that goes on the top of the bubble wrap and the plastic bags and everything else that we use to pack your stuff up. I wish I could remember how to play it though. I know it was fun. That much I do remember. Alright, so with that, we are going to... Give me 1 second as I jump back over to the prize screen so I can fix my prize list now. And we're going to take that out of the prize pile immediately so I don't screw that one up. And what we are going to do next this is where it turned into a toss-up, because it's just my usuals here. Alright, so let's see who is interested in participating in I gotta remember if I've got this board set up correctly or not. Let's see. Oh, it's got the wrong labels on it still, but I'm not too worried about the labels right now. I will fix those later. Shuts up, alarm. So we're going to see if we've got enough interested participants to participate in the panel attack game. And I'm going to warn you guys, this one is usually very quick to finish. And is actually based on an Irish game show. Come on, board. Give me what I want. Bear with me. It's kind of like hanging. I do have to fix the layout, so give me a second, guys. Come on, computer. Like I said, my other problem with Streamlabs is it's gotten like really CPU hungry, and I'm hoping it didn't just freeze up, which it has been known to do. I usually have to do like 2 things to get this fixed, so bear with us. It's one of those where it's like I really don't want to spend money to upgrade the computer, but I may not have a choice. There we go. All right, it is trying to get there. He's trying. There we go. All right, now let's see if it'll do what it's supposed to do. I know what somebody's going to tell me. It's like, you guys have too many different scenes. You're going to have to lose some of them. It's like, no, that's half the fun. But this is actually based on a Irish game show. Told you guys we do international a lot. We really do. And this is how it's going to work. We're going to need 7 players. So if we got, hey, silence was, it says bullseye because it was basically, it's an issue with Streamlabs where I changed stuff, and when I changed it, it wasn't uploading it to the their cloud. So I'm gonna do like a test. When the stream's over, I've got to like basically close it down and reopen it and see if it like made some of my changes. But the bullseye was what I used for you know how you have placeholders? If you ever look at somebody when they're putting together a newspaper or a Word document, they'll go in there and they'll do that random function and it'll just make a bunch of paragraphs that you repositioned. That's what those logos were for. It was literally so I could figure out where to place stuff. Because, like I said, as you can tell, for instance, um, give me a minute and I'll give you an example. Like, you notice how everything is up above. Over. Well, you guys can't see where I put the cursor. Damn it! Did you see how I have to move the stuff? That's one of those things where I've done it like on a whole bunch of episodes, and when I reopen it, it would stick it right back where it was. That's just one of those issues I've got to work on. And like I said, I actually worked on about 4 games today just so I could add scenes, just to see if once I close it, Streamlabs actually holds it. Alright, so again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for 7 interested participants. If you are interested, please feel free to speak up. And like I said, this game is usually very quick. And I will explain how it works. It works very much like the list. Oh, I gotta turn off slow mode for this one. I have to turn slow mode off for this for a very specific reason. What we will end up doing is we will show you a topic. Whoever is the control player basically names as many things as they can that fits the topic. At the end of 60 seconds, so you type fast. You can even type them all into single lines if you like. At the end of 60 seconds, we will show off every answer you got right. If there are any answers you did not get, any one of your opponents can try to steal it. They will basically have 60 seconds themselves to say, I'm going to put a guess in, and they put their guess in. First player to guess, if whatever they name is on the list and you didn't uncover it, they take your position in the power slot. If they guess and they don't get it right, they're out of the game. If nobody takes a guess, whoever's in the power slot can basically pick one player to be eliminated. So that's basically how it works. And like I said, last time we did this, it went through pretty quick. I think it only took about 30 minutes to do a full game. So if you are interested in being one of the players, speak up now. All right, red is in. So that's 1. This is from your side of the pond, Allie. You should know this game. So we're looking for 6 more interested participants. Yes, Islands, we're just getting started if you want in. Alright, Delby is in. Silence is in. We need 4 more. And this is one of those, we have to have 7 or it won't work, just to let you know. We gotta have a full 7 for this. So we're looking for 4 more interested participants. And again, some of the stuff you guys can win, you guys can actually see back here. Some of it you can't see because it's like all over on the shelves. And on this shelf. And in these filing cabinets. And in that filing cabinet. And that dresser drawer. And I think that's there. And behind the filing cabinet. Although I gotta check and see if my prize that's behind the filing cabinet is still in the prize pile. I might have pulled that one off. They didn't. Wow. They hate the Irish hate the English that much still, huh? Like I said, think of it as a very fast-paced list. Think of it as a very fast-paced list. Nope. The chessboard is still over here. That is not in the prize pile right now. And that one may never go in the prize pile. That may be something I keep for myself, to be honest with you. I just haven't decided. And the reason I say that is because if I have to if somebody won that internationally, it would cost me a fortune in shipping because of the weight. The only catch is I don't have that many people around here that I know that play chess. Well, see, if you haven't heard of it, then you know. All right, this is how it works, Vera. It's basically we're gonna have 7 players. Whoever's in the power slot, which is that slot you see at the top marked A at the moment, starts off in control of the list, or the panic attack board. We will show a topic on the board. Let's just say it's makes of Chevrolet cars. Whoever's in that panic slot has to name as many as they can in 60 seconds. And again, I'm just going to use Chevrolet. So let's say they say Camaro, Corvette, Cruze, Escalade, or Equinox, and that's the only 4 they can come up with in 60 seconds. Let's say there are only 3 of those that are on the board. So let's say the Camaro's up there, the Corvette was up there, and the Cruze is up there. And again, that's just the 3 I'm thinking of. That leaves 3 items that are unpicked. Whoever's the surviving players down on the list now have 60 seconds to decide whether or not they want to guess. First player to actually put in a guess, we then find out if their guess is on the board. If they guess and it's on the board, they take the power slot. And the power player is out of the game. If they guess and it's not on the board, they're out of the game. If nobody guesses, which means you guys think that whoever the power player is won't pick you, the power player then picks one of the people down at the bottom and basically says, we're getting rid of them. It continues like that till we're down to 2 players. When we get down to 2 players, they basically alternate choices, and the first player to miss 2 items is out. If they get all 6 of them, the power player has the advantage and the power player wins. Alright, so we have Red, Del, Silence, Vera. We're looking for 3 more, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to get Allie to play, but he's like, nope. Alright, show is in. 2 more, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking for 2 more participants. I know Sea Chicken's here somewhere, or at least he was, and Allie's here, so I got 2 players if I can get them to say yes. And then we're going to actually let the wheel decide who the first power player is. Sea Chicken's not here. That's right, he's off killing people on his country road and blaming the balloons. Well, one he cracked with some help because I gave too much information away. The second one he cracked all on his own. All right, Allie's going to try. All right, we need one more interested participant. All right, Sea Chicken is in and says he's not answering. All right, so with that, we have to ask the wheel who the first player is. And to do that, we're basically going from whoever volunteered first, and working our way in. So let's give the wheel a chance to come up. And we start with Mr. Red Walrus. So this is how the wheel's going to decide it. It's pretty much 50-50. No prize means you're not the power player when I call your name. If you get anything other than the no prize, you are the first power player. So let's see if Red is our power player. Red is not our power player. Is Delve our power player? Delve is not our power player. Is it Silence? Silence is our power player of the game. So Silence will have control of the board. So give me 1 minute while I get... Can I make it bigger? Probably not, but let's try it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I think that's about as large as I can make it right now. Alright, so Silence will be our power player. And everybody else will be the competitors. So, give me 1 minute to get this in. There we go. Alright, so this is how it's going to work, Silence. I'm going to show you a position or a category. Once I show you the category, you'll have 60 seconds. Let's get the timer up there. Doo-doo. 1, 0. To name as many things or as many possibilities as you can think of that fit the category. Okay, so again, the example was, let's say, Chevrolet cars. You name as many models of a Chevrolet as you can think of. No, see, because I feel wrong putting Knucklehead, because then I have you and Show to remember who's the Knucklehead. All right. So, Silence, here is the first category on the board. We need as many Andy Griffith Show characters as you can think of. So the show is Andy Griffith Show, and that's the one that had in Mayberry RFD. You're going to have to name as many characters off that show that you can think of in 60 seconds. All right? Ah. So with that, get ready, Silence, because your timer starts now. And you can put them all on one line. You can do one per line. It's usually easier to do one per line because I have the fast mode off or slow mode off. All right, so you've given us Opie, Barney. I will tell you that Opie is on there. Aunt B is on there. Barney is not, just to let you know. Ernest is not there. Gomer is there. Goober is not there. I like the Goober one. Goober almost made my cut. And Odie. All right, so you got 4 out of the 6, which is a very good number. You got 4 out of the 6 before the timer ran out. All right, so that means Red, Del, Vera Show, Allie, and Sea Chicken. You guys have 60 seconds in which one of you can give me a character off the show. What, you looked at, see, you could look it up. If you looked it up, it's still not going to be easy because it may not be the 6 that I chose, remember? Because Ernest wasn't on there, Goober wasn't on there, and Miss Ellie wasn't on there. This is one of those where, yeah, you can use Google. It's not going to be a guarantee to help, though. All right, so with that, the 6 players on the board, you guys have 1 minute for somebody to pick one of the remaining 2 Andy Griffith characters. And again, if nobody picks, Silence, you actually get to pick somebody to eliminate. You don't have to give any more answers on the Andy Griffith list. That's up to the 6 players. This is where the strategy comes in. It's like, I don't know, there's too many. All right, Allie took a guess. So Allie went with Floyd. If Floyd is on the board, Allie becomes the power player, and Silence is eliminated. Is Floyd one of our 2 characters that are left? I will tell you, number 6 was Howard. So Allie taking a big chance with Floyd. Is Floyd the 6th member on our list? Floyd is on the list. Floyd the barber made the cut, which means Allie has moved to the power player position. Which means Allie has eliminated Silence from the game. So congratulations, Allie. You are the player now in the power slot. Now, one rule I did forget is if you get all 6, it's the same as if nobody tries to follow you. So if you get all 6 of them, you get to eliminate somebody. All right, Allie, so here is your category. We are looking for P occupations. These are occupations that all start with the letter P. So think about it for a second. I'm going to give you a chance to think about it. So don't put anything in. I'm going to give you 60 seconds just to think about it, because I gave Silent 60 seconds to think about it as well. So don't type anything yet. So you have to come up with, now think about it again, 6 occupations that start with the letter P. That's not that hard, I don't think. I think you might be able to do this. So just take deep breaths, get yourself ready. Yeah, a lot of the categories are going to be big, Vera. That's the trick to this game, is you just have to pretty much name, like, as fast as you can. You put 1 or 2 in, hit enter, 1 or 2 in, hit enter, and you keep going. This is one of those games where I intentionally turned slow mode off the channel because... All right, Allie. It is time for us to get started for you. So, with that, you have 1 minute to name 6 occupations that start with the letter P from now. Physical therapist. I will give you a hint, 1 word only. They're all 1 word only. Thank you for that, Ms. Delvikins. Like I said, just type and hit enter. Type and hit enter. That's the trick to this game. Is basically think of them, type them, and just go. Uh-oh, Allie's having thinking problems. Physical therapist, porter, piper, not there. A painter, not there. Oh, and a plumer. I'm going to be generous with you, Allie. I'm going to guess you meant a plumber. And I'm going to give you plumber. All right. So you got 1 out of the 6. You got 1 out of the 6, Allie. So Red, Del, Vera, Show, and Sea Chicken, you guys have 1 minute for somebody to give me the correct occupation that starts with the letter P from now. Well, the trick is, don't pause. That's the whole trick to Panic Attack, is because you guys can actually see the timer running. So it's literally type and hit enter. Type and hit enter. Sea Chicken is the first one in, and he went with physicist. Let's find out if physicist is on our panic list. I will tell you, Allie, you gave me 2 of them after the timer ran out. Because you did give me pharmacist and you did give me police. So we're looking for physicist is what we are looking for. What was on number 3? A photographer. A photographer was number 3. Number 4 on our list is a psychologist. So if Show had been the first one in, he would have stolen your slot. Number 5 on the list, we are looking for physicist. Is physicist the slot that we are looking for? Does Evil Sea Killer steal Allie's slot, or does he eliminate himself? The correct answer is a pawnbroker. We had police, pharmacist, photographer, psychologist, pawnbroker, and plumber. Which means, unfortunately, Sea Chicken took a gamble, went with physicist, which is not on the board, and that means the evil sea killer with all the red balloons has been eliminated. So Allie's still in the control slot. So Allie, you are still in control of the board. So with that, we're going to pull up the next question on the board. You knew it wasn't there. You would have died. I would have died in laughter if it had been there. You would have died. I would have died in laughter if it had been there. All right, we are looking for, Allie, famous robbers. Hey, Push, what's the good word? All right, so you got 60 seconds to think about it. So just take your time, get your breath. This is your deep panic mode. We are looking for famous robbers. So just breathe deep. You don't put any guesses in. Don't put any guesses in until I tell you. I give you guys a chance to catch your breath because that's what I love about this. And I know there are a few players that have played this. I know Sea Chicken's played this before. Sari's played this before. Mark's played this before. And it was like, you really do start to panic when that timer starts running. Because it's like, oh damn, is my You knew physicist wouldn't be on there? I don't know, because I'm going to say if I had taken one off, it would have been pawnbroker and putting physicist in his place. All right, Allie. With that, your 60 seconds to name as many famous robbers as you can starts now. Like I said, the trick is type it, hit enter. Type it, hit enter. Down to 30 seconds already. Jesse James, not on there. And like I said, don't wait for me to say if it's on there or not, because the timer runs regardless of whether or not I say. Like I said, you're not penalized for wrong guesses. And time is up. So you got 2 out of the 6. You got 2 out of the 6. Is it going to be enough out of the 6 is the question. Is it going to be enough out of the 6 to get this right? So Red, Delve, Vera, and Show. You guys have 60 seconds in which to name one of our famous robbers. And the timer starts now. Yeah, there's always a couple that are harder. All right, Red in first and says Ma Barker. Red was the first one in with Ma Barker. If Ma Barker is up there, Red has eliminated Allie. If not, Red has eliminated himself. Let's see who we have on the board. We have Billy the Kid. Not what Red was hoping for. Then we have John Dillinger was actually up there. Allie you got it, but it wasn't fast enough. Then we have Ma Barker. Ma Barker is on the list of famous robbers, which means Red has eliminated Allie from the game. And number one on the list was Robin Hood. Robin Hood, the number one famous robber we had on our list. So that means, Red, you are now in control of the board. Oh, he knows what he was doing. Guarantee you D.B. Cooper knew what he was doing. All right, Red. So with that, your category is things a doctor uses. We're looking for things a doctor uses. You got 60 seconds to think about it. No, it's not bad. Like I said, the trick is you get enough of them where they're either afraid to guess, like like when Silence had the Andy Griffith one, nobody said Andy, and if somebody had said Andy Griffith, they would have been eliminated, and Silence would still be in control of the board. Nobody said Barney. We said Goober, we said Gomer, we did Aunt B, we did Otis, we did Howard. I'm trying to think of who else I'm forgetting. All right, Red. You now have 1 minute in which to put in as many things as you can think of that a doctor would use, starting now. Stethoscope. An otoscope. A light. Tongue depressor. Hypodermic needle. Alcohol. A swab. I don't think freezing counts as something a doctor would use. Bandages. Okay. And Red's time is up. All right, so Delve, Vera, and Show. There are still 4 items on the panic list. That's a lot for 3 people to come up with 1. There are 4 items. You guys have 1 minute. The first person to put in a guess that is correct gets to take it. And again, if nobody gives me a guess, then Red gets to eliminate somebody. Show in first with gloves. So we take the gloves guess. Vera taking a thermometer. I tell you, Vera, you would have just eliminated Red if you had beaten Show to the guess. A thermometer was definitely up there. One that nobody got was the reflex hammer. And doctors also use a blood pressure gauge. So, Red is hoping that show's guess of gloves is not on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, the sixth item that was on our list that was used by a doctor would be rubber gloves. Rubber gloves on the list, and that means that Red Walrus has been eliminated. And that means one Canadian eliminates the other. If the doctor don't use gloves, I don't want to visit him. I'm with you on that one. Moon River. All right, so that means show in control. And like I said, when you see the list, it's kind of like, damn, I should have put that one. And then you see them and like, I would have never thought of this one. All right, show, you are in control. And show, here is your topic. Meryl Streep films. So, show, you got 1 minute to think about it first. Nope, the Tusk did not win tonight. These are all films that Meryl Streep had a part in. Hello, Sari. How you doing, my dear? You've never heard of Meryl Streep, Oscar-winning actress? Show, you are so uncultured. You know that, right? You are just so uncultured, uncouth. Little French lady, if you are there, you can hit him again. You have my permission. All right, show. Your minute of thinking about it is over. Your timer for Meryl Streep films starts now. So we are looking for 6 films that Meryl Streep has played a role in. Nope, not Mamma Mia. The Devil Wears Prada is not there, surprisingly. Suffragette, not on the list. Yeah, but ask Sari. She actually played this and got beat by Red, I think. And she literally said, the name Panic Attack fits. Oh, time is up. And Show got 0. Show offered on that one. Wow. So Delve, Vera, you guys have 1 minute. Whoever can come up with a Meryl Streep film that's on our list can eliminate Show right now. The timer starts now. Oh, Vera wasted no time to get a guess in. We have Kramer versus Kramer. If Kramer versus Kramer is on the board, Vera has eliminated Mr. Kosugi. We're going to start with the ones on the board. Postcards from the Edge. Postcards from the Edge, a great Meryl Streep film, but it's not the one that Vera wants to see. How about this one? She-Devil. Still not what Vera's hoping for. Then we have Manhattan, the Woody Allen film. No, that was Glenn Close in Air Force One. Then we have The Deer Hunter. Then we have Out of Africa. Show gave that one, but he didn't beat the timer on it. So Vera is hoping the top one on the list is Kramer versus Kramer. Is it Kramer versus Kramer? It is Kramer versus Kramer, which means the finals will be Vera versus Delvikins. The finals will be Vera versus Delvikins. So, this is going to be interesting. Alright, so this is how it works. Vera is the control player, so Vera has the advantage. Okay? We're going to basically show you the topic. Vera will get first guess. After Vera guesses, Delv gets a guess. Then it goes back to Vera, then down to Delv, Vera, Delv, and so on and so forth. You are both in till someone misses 2 guesses. No. The trick to win is to get all 6 of them, show. The trick to win is basically you don't pay attention to the timer. You don't pay attention to me. You just start naming and naming and naming till you hear that bell go off. That's the trick. Because in 60 seconds, you can get about 40 lines in on typing. Or 30 lines. Because a lot of them will bunch together and come in like back to back to back. The trick to panic attack is basically once you are in the power slot, you just name until you hear that bell. All right, so Vera, Delv, here is your topic. We are looking for men's names that start with the letter B. Okay? So, that's all we're looking for, are men's names that start with the letter B. Vera, you are in the control position. You have the choice of whether you want to go first or second. There's an advantage both ways, because if you go second, Delv could miss 2 to start with, and you'd only have 1. But with 6 of them up there, you have the better chance of getting one right to start with out of the gate. So Vera, do you want to start or do you want Delv to start? All right, Vera says she wants second. So Delv, you have the board first. We need a name that starts with the letter B. Well, the trick is, Silence, you got to remember, For instance, Sea Chicken eliminated himself with the P position, P jobs, because he went for physicist, which isn't up there. Delve going with Benjamin, which is on the board. I would have taken Ben or Benjamin. So, Vera, it is now your choice. We are looking for a B name. We're looking for a man's name that starts with the letter B. And Bill is not on the list, which means, Vera, you have one miss against you. So, Delve, you are up. We are looking for a man's name that starts with the letter B. Because if you're in the power player slot and you can get 3, I always say you're in very good shape. And Brian is on our list. So we've had Benjamin, we've had Brian, and I will take alternate spellings for certain ones because they're a little iffy at times. All right, Vera, you have one miss against you. You have to get this one right or Delve wins. All right, Vera says Brandon. If Brandon is up here, Vera's still in the game. If Brandon is not on the board, Delve wins. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon did not make the list. Brandon did not make the list, which gives Vera her second miss, which means that Delve takes it. Delve takes it. We had, as soon as I get my mouse back, we had Brad or Bradley. We had Bert. We had Barry. And we had Bob. We had Brian, Bradley, Bert, Ben, Barry, and Bob, which means that Delve takes the panic attack game. And that, like I said, that's how the panic attack game. And like I said, you guys can tell it is a quick game. That's how it basically works. No, Billy Bob would not have covered 2. One thing I did consider at one point was basically doing the same thing for the last list, but that would be almost unfair to whomever's the power player, because all it would take is like one bad guess or one correct guess to claim it. Oh, Show calling for a wheel spin. All right, Show. Let's see what Show can do. Oh, Show is going to be able to steal somebody's list slot in the next game. As soon as I remember where I just dropped my pen to. I just put my pen down and it rolled away. There it went. So Show will have a list slot available to him in the next game. when we get to the next list. So we will keep that on there for you. Well, see, Allie took it from you, but if Allie hadn't, I think red would have been out. I think. Let me go look. Because who did? Let's see. No, Delve would have taken you out. Because Delve had also said Floyd. Sea Chicken went with Thelma Lou, which was a good one, but it wasn't the one we were looking for. Beginner's luck. Alright, so with that, Delve claims victory. And that means I got to go pull the treasure chest back up because I always close them out. Now, the worst thing about the panic attack list is it takes me a while to come up with topics that are, like, reasonable. Alright, so we got to save that. And we can close the panic attack game. Like I said, it's one of those games that when I first saw it, I didn't think it would work. And then I got to thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, this actually works for a chat game. It actually really works for a chat game. As long as the lag isn't, like, too bad. But it's one of those cases where even if the lag's bad, I tell you guys just type in guesses. Because if it comes reasonably close, you'll always get about that 2 or 3 second, what's the word I'm looking for? Host prerogative. Alright, Delve. With that, my dear, we need a number between 1 and 203. I think every time I've done, because I think the two times I've run this game, it's one of those where everybody's like, I'm just gonna sit back and not yes, and then we get to that list option, and that option where there's like, I know this topic, I think I can get one of them. It's one of those where there will always be a lot of choices, but it's almost always going to be like a common theme to work with. Alright, Delve, going with treasure chest 176. And for Delve, in treasure chest 176, she wins dun, 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 the future hydro piece. Oh, I gotta go get this one. Give me a minute. If it's where I think it is. Let me check and see where it's at. I just saw this not too long ago. Okay, you have to find it. And I know it's one I have not given away yet. I know it's one I haven't given away yet. I just have to remember where I put it. It's in one of 3 spots. Alright, happens to be on the bottom of the pile. So I had to go dig it up. This is, and ironically, it's a 2008 Comic-Con exclusive piece. Whoop. There we go. This was from, I think this was an exclusive for the San Diego Comic-Con. I think. But it is Future High Road. I know where most of them are. It's like every so often I've given one away, because like I said, I'm still waiting to see. There he is, Mark. Speak up, Mark, because I need to talk to you for a second. But yeah, that is the Future Hyro piece that will be going to Delve. I see you in here, Mark. I need you to repick a treasure chest for me, because apparently I gave away the Black Panther piece that you won. I went digging for it. It is not in the collection. Yeah, they actually found a place. It's over in Illinois. The problem is my two shops are now in completely opposite directions. So it's literally, I either have to choose to go to hers or go to my other guy. So it's going to end up being a case of, if I have more money, I'm going to go see him. If I'm looking for bargains, I'm going to go see her. But yeah, they actually have a new store. I don't think it opens till middle of next month. I'll find out on the 4th at the toy show. All right, Mark, I know you're in here because I can see your name, sir. So I'm trying to get Mark to speak up because I've got to have Mark repick. And while I'm doing that, 1 minute as I go take the cheerleader one actually already went out. That's the Claire piece. I know the Claire one went out because now I'm down to like 2 Heroes pieces, or two pieces from Heroes. The only ones I have left right now are Suresh and Parkman. Yeah, at least I got options. Well, see, I actually have a few shops that I can go to, Allie. The problem is a lot of them are comic book stores. I give him a chance to get in here, Silence. That gives us time to chit-chat and talk and all of that. Save the cheerleader, save the world. See, it's been so long since I've seen Heroes, though. I don't remember any of the catchphrases. But that is actually the 6th piece from the Heroes set that I've given away. That's actually the 6th piece, so I'm down to 2 pieces left. And the only 2 Heroes pieces that I have left at the moment are the Parkman piece. Oh, wait a minute, there we go. The Parkman piece and the Suresh piece. Those are the only 2 Heroes pieces I have left out of 8 of them. Because I think that was like one of the first things I ever picked up in the prize pile as a set. Because I basically got them for like $4 each or something. No co-host at the moment. I don't have room for a co-host right now. Well, that's me, Allie. Most of my stuff I buy at one trade show. But I have a ton of like comic book style shops I can go to. One problem is, was Suresh a bad guy? I'm trying to remember. I know Matt was bad for a while. That I do remember. Or he started good and went bad, or started bad and went good. I can't remember. I remember he was the cop. But I have comic book shops that are nothing but comics, and they're like boring. Yeah, dude, I was waiting for you. The Black Panther pop that you won, I don't have. So I need you to pick another treasure chest number for me. Can I get rid of this? Yeah. So basically, we need a number from 1 to 203, with the exception of 176. Because you'd won the Black Panther pop, and apparently either I gave it away or that's one I kept. I'm not sure. Oh, see, Silence, what you need to do is you need to go to Kentucky. They have basically one street that is called Flea Market Central. And it's like everybody on that street basically, I think it's like 3 times a year. Alright, Delvikin, you have yourself a good one, my dear. And it's basically, you can find all sorts of stuff on this one street. And there are people that basically what they do is they actually will rent their houses out. And because they're like at the ends of, oh, okay. And what they will do is they'll rent their houses out to flea market shoppers. And they'll basically stay there the night and then be up before the crack of dawn and just basically go down one side of the street and come back up the other, spend all day there, crash at the house again, and then leave the next day. And I want to say it's either in Louisville or Lexington. I can't remember which. So yeah, Mark, I need a number from you between 1 and 203 so we can replace the Black Panther pop that I don't have. And like I said, I thought I had it. But like I said, I think that's one I might have already given away. See, I'm not a fan of that game. I am not a fan of Black Ops. I've been getting into, like I said, I've been getting into the real-time strategy ones for some dumb reason. I remember hearing about that. For some reason. But yeah, I think the one in Kentucky is like, I can't remember if they do it 2 times a year, 3 times a year, or 4 times a year. I want to say they do it once in spring, once in summer, and once in fall. Because our bowling league president basically went last week down there. And her husband hates it because she always comes home with a zillion things. But yeah, one guy down there would actually sell cars as a flea market. He basically would go through and repair cars, fix them up, and then sell them at that flea market. But yeah, so my toy show is in about 3 weeks, I think. And then I'm going to go down there and find out when the shop officially opens, which I think is the middle I'm with you on that, Sea Chicken. And like I said, when they added that Battle Royal mode, nope. You lost me. And like I said, I am not... Oh, thank you, Dove. I am not Black Ops fan to start with. And when they added that, they just made it worse, in my opinion. I mean, I get why they're doing it. Everybody wants to play Battle Royal. But I am not a Fortnite fan. I am not an H1Z1 fan. So Mark, whenever you are ready, I still need a number from you between 1 and 203. And like I said, the only number that's off the board is 176 because I haven't loaded it up. Yeah, actually I have, Allie. I used to do it a lot. Because we have one that would run about every 2 months or every 3 months. And it's the only place I could pick up, what's the German company? There's a German company that makes the models. And I've got one of their boxes around here somewhere because I've got one of theirs that I haven't even opened yet. But I actually picked up, I used to go there, and that was the only place I would go because I only have one model shop in St. Louis. Well, officially there's two, but I couldn't find the other one. Plus it was like way south downtown. So it was like, I probably drove by it like 3 or 4 times looking for it, and I never could find it. But I only have one train model shop. So I would go over to Belleville, to their convention center, and they had model train shows once every 3 or 4 months. Oh, I know he's here because he just answered one of the questions, Sea Chicken. He answered one of the questions. But then I started getting into the streaming thing, and my once every 3 months turned into like once a year, and then I haven't been back to it in like 2 years. But to answer your question, Silence, I am a Red Dead fan, but I'm not going to buy it until... I don't buy games when they first come out. I really don't. Just because, A, developers have gotten lazy. Yes, I am telling Sony that. I'm telling EA that. I'm telling every developing company's gotten lazy now because when you buy a game, there should not be an update less than 24 hours in, and there always has been lately. Always. It used to be, because you could only buy it on the physical media, it had to be perfect out the door. Had to be. But now that they can do updates to fix bugs, programmers and developers have gotten horribly lazy. Quality assurance has gone to hell in a handbasket. All right, Mark, we're still waiting on you, my friend. And I use EA as my big example. Up till the point where Madden couldn't be patched online, EA at least took care to get everything right. Yeah, there were bugs on it, but they were usually like minor bugs or minor glitches that were just completely out of the ordinary. EA got to the point where, here, we're pushing it out. That way we don't have to pay our testers. We don't have to pay our programmers. Um, it's done. It's out the door. And if we find a bug, we'll contract somebody to fix it. And that's one reason I will never buy a downloadable game. The last downloadable game I've actually spent money for was Golf with Friends. And that's just because I knew it was in beta. It was $5. And I'm like, alright, $5 if it's buggy, I don't care. Yeah, I actually have the Golf Club 1. Just because I love the course building structure for it. And I still actually play it on occasion. That's why I quit buying the show. That's why I quit buying that. I don't think I gave that one in the cover. What I did with my golf club. But they're falling into the same trap. Golf Club 2 was not as good. Golf Club 2 was nowhere near as good as Golf Club 1. And I know I've got it here somewhere. I just can't find it. Where is it? Man, I'm sleeping for that one now. Oh, there it is. Right in my hand. I put it down. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of that sequence. I'm a huge fan of what they did on 1. 2 is all right, from what I remember. And the only reason I like 1, yep, no, Mark is still listed, Sea Chicken. He's just not talking. He's just not talking at the moment. Which means I'll get back over to the games and we'll wait for Mark to show back up. I don't know if Golf Club 2 is any good. I heard it's not as good as 1. But I love the course maker in this. And I will be honest, it's less cartoony than what Tiger Woods was. It's absolutely fantastic. And like I said, I still play 1. Alright, so since Mark is not responding at the moment, what we're going to do next, so I can catch my breath for a minute, is, which one was I working? I spent all day working on one of these. Hold on. There it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you guys a little something to work on here. This is one where I'm not going to control anything. Yeah, exactly. Golf Club 1 it took 2 gig. 2 gig for that golf game. Which is amazing with what's in there. 2019 has PGA Tour now? Oh, I might have to go look. Dude, Joe, I'm telling you, this puts Tiger Woods to shame. It really does. Tiger Woods, looking back on it, was way too cartoony. All right, so for this one, folks, just so you guys know, this is one of those mini games that we do. We're going to show you 10 definitions, and I'm going to hope you guys can read them. Like I said, that's going to be my only concern with this. Those 10 definitions you're going to put together to make 5 two-word answers. For instance, if the topic was TV shows, word number 1 is enjoying, sewing, or marked by pleasure, satisfaction, or joy. Word number 2 is multiple interval of light between 2 successive nights. The time between sunrise and sunset, which would make this happy days. Now here's going to be the trick. We're going to show you 10 definitions. The 10 definitions are in no order. So you're basically going to have to go through and determine what 2 words go together, or what 2 definitions go together, to make a 2-word answer that relates to Christopher Walken. Okay? So, with that, we're going to start the 10 definitions now. But yeah, like I said, it's one of those where all right, Silence, have yourself a good one, my friend. Like I said, that's why I like Rockstar. I will give Rockstar credit. I mean, yes, they've had to do bugs to resolve their issues, but theirs was always like mostly updates. Theirs were not fixes. I mean, yeah, there was an occasional one where they'd have to do a fix, but every time they did an update, it added something to the game. It didn't repair something in the game, which to me is a huge difference. And the only other company I can think of that was even that close in QA was Bethesda. Bethesda did not put out a game that had bugs in it. Didn't happen. You can argue BioWare was kind of like that till EA bought them out. But they were pretty much just as bad. At least in my opinion. Like I said, that's one reason I was never interested in Black Ops, because it was buggy. There's a reason I was rarely interested in Battlefield. Yeah, 2K makes the golf club. 2K is one of those guys where they're hit and miss. Like I said, for the golf club, for their golf games, they put effort into them. Whereas if you look at 2K and you look at their wrestling stuff, it's craptastic. It really is. I mean, I know everybody has fun watching Nerdy do the SCW, but I'm sitting there watching it, and it's like it's the same 6 moves over and over every game. For the most part. 2K was great with basketball. They were great when they had a football license. They were great with the golf. I'll give you. I'm trying to remember who did the ESPN football game. I know it wasn't EA. I'm trying to think if it was 2K that had the ESPN license. That one should have been the next Madden. That license should have been the next Madden, till the NFL and EA came to this agreement where only EA could do it. And at that point, it was basically, I'm done with video game football. The last football game that I bought from EA was the 20th edition. And that was a piece of junk. And And my argument against EA has always been they have been so worried about sneaking the microtransactions in. Yeah, you can change the moveset, Sea Chicken, but it's still the same six. Or it's six to eight moves, and that's it. I mean, the only SC and I'm trying to think of what the example was. There was an SCW match that Nerdy ran, and like I said, Nerdy makes it fun because he tries to make it different regardless of the moves. There were like 6 back-to-back electric chairs in the game. Back-to-back. And I'm like, dude, this is the John Cena. This is the John Cena of video games. And I know that's the running joke. It's probably how EA lost the PGA. Probably they spent so much on the NFL one that they didn't have the money to give to the PGA. And like I said, I am thankful they couldn't. Because like I said, the golf club, I will still put back in and play. And I don't think it's a 2K game. It's a maximum game. There we go, maximum. Which I don't think is a 2K sign-off. But 2K had a golf game. It was great. Their NFL game should have been the next big thing. And their 2K and the basketball is like outstanding. Yep, Brainstorm is up there, Delv. And for whatever reason, it's not repeating. Let's see if we can get it to repeat again. There we go. But yeah, the only people that make games anymore that I will buy right out of the gate is Rockstar. Now, see, I'll give them credit. FIFA, EA did well. FIFA, I think EA did very well. Madden is stagnant. And NBA, I will take 2K over anything EA does in a heartbeat. And the other one that I'm trying to think of, and NHL. Now, I've heard good things about NHL 19. But it's one of those cases where EA just spread themselves way too thin. It was, if they had stuck with FIFA and Madden, and maybe NHL, okay. But I would have been thrilled if 2K had kept the ESPN license, if EA kept the FIFA license and the NHL license, and 2K got the NBA license. Hello, little French lady. How you doing? Have you smacked the show over the head a couple of times for me? What's the other sports one I'm trying to think of? There's one more sports one. And then, like I said, the PGA one, that needs to stay with Maximum. It really needs to stay with Maximum. Because they were freaking amazing with what they did. And like I said, I just can't remember if Maximum was a subsidiary of 2K Sports or not. I don't think they were. But I can't see all the label because one of my price tags is on here. Just remember, guys, when it's less than 10, spell it out. The bot will make you spell it out if it's less than 10. So yeah, I am looking forward to Red Dead Redemption in a heartbeat. But like I said, I won't buy it till later on because I'm stubborn like that. I still haven't bought Detroit Beyond Human, which I do want. And yeah, it can. The bot can count just fine normally. And I'm trying to think of what else I'm looking forward to. I think those are really the only two that are still on my to-buy list. But I've been having more fun playing some of the older games you can get on the PlayStation Network. No, the one that looks great on Golf Club 2019, and I've seen the videos, is the Masters course. The one on the Golf Club original version looks good. The one on 2019 for the Masters, you'd swear you were in Georgia. You would swear it up and down. You were in Georgia and playing on that course. No, online wasn't going to be available for, I want to say 3 or 4 months. But I'm not much of an online player, Sea Chicken. You know that. About the only game I play online are the ones where I can play solo, even if I am online. Such as Defiance. I do want Fallout 76, because that one you can supposedly play by yourself, even though you'll be online. And I'm trying to think if there's any others. That's one reason I like Neverwinter, because I don't like playing with strangers. Okay, so 2 months. So a month. I thought it was a month. I thought it was 2 months, but I may not be. I may be off on that one. Like I said, that's why I was a fan of Neverwinter, because you can pretty much play up to level 70 by yourself if you want. Star Trek Unlimited or Star Trek Online, you can play by yourself. DC United would have been nice to play by yourself, but you really can't. You really can't. That's why, like I said, I like Defiance, at least the early part of Defiance. I've thought about playing XCOM 2 online, the online version, if it's still available, but I'm not 100% sure. Because I have so many like multiplayer games that I've downloaded that I will never touch. Destiny 2, Fortnite, H1Z1, Laser League. It's like, if it's not people I know, then it's like, no. That's why I kind of liked Drive Club, because even though you were playing by yourself, you could still compete against online players' scores. But that game was hard as hell. That game was hard as hell. Plus, you started off with almost nothing. And I haven't put that one back in forever. Alright, so as soon as this finishes, We'll jump back over to the next four-letter word. So let me get that ready to get that set up. Yeah, and like I said, it looks beautiful. Drive Club looked beautiful. It's just hard as hell to drive. Especially the drifting challenge. The drifting challenges was like driving me nuts. Oh, see, I'm still way. My Drive Club is like still way down in the bottom. I think I only ever unlocked like 3 cars total. Um, just because it's a thing of beauty to look at, but mechanics wise, it was just kind of like, eh. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, Delv, you got 2 of them. You did get 2 of them, and for whatever reason, they're not showing up. Um, you did get Brainstorm, which was to hit or bang someone on the head is to brain them, and the disturbance of the normal condition of the atmosphere is storm. So that was Brainstorm. And the other one you got was Heaven's Gate. Belonging to the abode of angels and the spirits of the righteous is heavens. And an opening permitting passage through an enclosure is a gate. Heaven's Gate. I gotta fix the answers because the answers are not showing up like they should. For whatever reason, and I don't know why. Alright, Mr. Walrus, have yourself a good one, my friend. And the rest of them I'll save for a little bit later. Once I get it actually fixed and repaired. I thought I had it fixed and repaired earlier today, but I may have not saved a slight error that I had in it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so with that, we're going to close that out for now. And we're going to jump to the 4-letter word number 2 of the night. And for this 4-letter word, you guys have 15 minutes in which to come up with the 4-letter word that reads from top to bottom of this board. Nope, it's not soap. And whoever gets the 4-letter word, if somebody gets the 4-letter word, will get a shot at the vault. And then we will jump right into another list tonight. And then we'll have to see who's here to do the next games. I'm not sure yet because I don't know how many people are still here and are still active in terms of the game shows. So yeah, like I said, so we started this off talking about the comic book shops, and I have to go from one end of the town to the other end of the town. Then we got into the model trains, and then we got into the video game discussions. So it's one of those crazy talk show nights. So we've done video games, we've done model trains, we've done comic book shops. What's next on the Nerd Talk? What's next on the Nerd Talk tonight? And no, before you ask show, I have not watched any of the new Doctor Who yet. Because again, I don't get BBC America right now. So I have to wait for it to come out on Prime to play catch up. Which kind of sucks. Because I've heard she's actually pretty decent. I've heard she's pretty decent. She just got too many companions. Um, I want to say there were 4 companions. And it's like, that's too many. He only needs 1 or 2. Just ask Peter Davison how bad it is to have 4 characters you have to squeeze in. Oh, you're waiting for him to start on Cody? I've got Cody on one of my pie raspberry things, but I haven't had the desire to like hook it up and run it. Or I haven't had the desire to actually try to test it. I should, just to see if it works. But I'd actually have to find my SD cards, which are buried somewhere. You know, that's the scary part, is like I know where most of the prizes are. Like I said, except for Marks, who took off again. But everything else I have to go digging for to find. She's got 3. See, that's still 1 too many. I still say that's 1 too many. The doctor should have 1 or 2, and that's it. I'm going to say the only time 3 has ever worked was River, Amy, and Rory. And that's just because River was kind of a part-time companion, even though she's there. But you go back and you look at Peter Davidson. You go back and look at how he had Adric, Nissa, Tegan, all at the same time. And his 3 is just too many. It really is. So they might lose one. Don't spoil it for me, Allie. That's all I'm gonna say is don't spoil it for me. At some point, I will sit down and watch it, or find a way to watch it. Just a question of how it's going to happen. It's just a question of how it's going to happen. And I'm trying to remember, because like I said, right now I've just been watching a lot of B horror movies, which is what I'll probably do after the show tonight. I'll go find one to watch. Just to warn you guys, there are a lot of really bad B level movies out there, which is why they're called B movies. Because I was watching one called The 13th Unit, which had so much potential and they blew it. Oh, because of the past episodes with 3 people. Yeah, but they with Davison they tried. With Davison they actually tried to make 3 people work, and they just came to the realization that it didn't work back then. Oh, I need to put slow mode back on. Or actually, slow 3. There we go. I'm trying to think if there's ever been a time when that many companions has actually worked. And like I said, I don't count River and Rory and Amy because that's really just 2 companions and 1 equal. I will say the only time I think 3 ever really worked was Ian, Barbara, and Susan. But that's because they all had defined roles in what they were doing. But even back then, as I recall, the writers always said doing 3 extra characters plus a doctor was hard enough. And it doesn't get any easier. That's why when you see modern shows with a bunch of characters, it's always character A is the point of focus of this episode, character B this episode, maybe A, then C, then B. But when you try to do all of them at once, there's just not enough screen time. Especially for 45 minutes, or 48 minutes, or whatever a BBC episode is anymore. Well, because if you think about it, okay, you had Barbara, Ian, and Susan. After that, it went to Stephen and Polly by themselves. And then it went to Stephen and Zoe. And then you had Sarah and Harry. And occasionally you had Romana and K9. Or Sarah and K9. But as basically all the good ones was always two. Somebody to play the straight man for the doctor, or for the doctor to play straight man too. And that was it. That was literally it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are looking for our four-letter word that goes right down the center. And for those of you guys that are here, welcome to Wits. We are the one and only live interactive game show and talk show where we pretty much just talk about anything nerdy that we want to talk about on any given episode. It just depends on what we're in the mood for discussing. It really does. But right now we are looking for this four-letter word that goes right down the center. Each letter completes the appropriate word going across. So the first letter of the four-letter word is also the first letter of blank A-V-E. The second letter is also the second letter of S blank C-K. The third letter is C-A blank E. And the last letter is S blank A-T. And we've seen a lot of good guesses on the board, but we have not seen the actual word that the chatbot is looking for. And if you are on one of the other services that we are streaming on, I'm actually looking, but we haven't seen it come up yet. Because my chatbot only catches the ones on Twitch. So, like I said, if you are from Mixer, Periscope, YouTube, Africa, Vaughn, or any of those others, please feel free to join in and talk about it, talk about the show, talk about whatever you guys wanted to actually talk about. As part of what we do around here is we just basically chit-chat for most of the night, during the games, after the games, with the games. And we do have a list coming up after this. And show, I do have your list still spot still written down, so I know you're going to get one slot on the list regardless. And so far, nobody has gotten this four-letter word. But for those of you that are here for the first time, basically what we are is a throwback to television game shows. Family-friendly TV. No adult talk around it. Well, we have adult conversations, but not adult talk. We try to keep everything where you can sit down with your friends and your family, or your family, your kids, and you would just have a safe, comfortable show where you guys get to just pretty much exercise your gray cells. Like I said, my two loves growing up were game shows and trivia. And I never missed a game show if I could. If I could find a way to rewatch it, I would go rewatch it. If I can watch an international game show, I will go watch an international game show, particularly the British ones. But we have word games, we have trivia games, we have puzzle games, riddle games, and so on and so forth. And the games are either open, which means everybody in the channel can participate, or they are closed where you have to basically volunteer to do them. And if you volunteer, you can win actual physical prizes. And like I said, a lot of what you see here behind you, we've got a filing cabinet over here full of stuff. Got a filing cabinet there full of stuff. We got stuff behind the filing cabinet. Got a rack here of stuff. I got a drawer, small dresser drawer over there full of the smalls. And I have 2 shelves of stuff over there. And we've got about 400 various prizes of various sizes. Some large, some small. It just depends on what we're doing as to which prize you are eligible for. In addition, we have the mystery word, which is basically a word that if it comes up in conversation, whoever says that word wins it. If you ever remember Groucho Marx's "You Bet Your Life," it's based on the rubber duck that came down from the ceiling with the mystery word in its mouth. No, we do not give away $1,000 in cash. We just give away nerdy collectibles. Depending on what you like, we probably have something that fits in your love. Whether it's Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Star Trek, Pops, comics, board games, McFarlane, Hot Wheels, die-cast cars, artsy stuff, little mini statues. And whatever you guys win, we ship out to you at no obligation. There are no strings attached. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world, ladies and gentlemen. If you are in Australia, if you are in Scotland, if you are in Belgium, if you are in Germany, if you are in Knucklehead Land, if you are in Japan, if you are in Korea, if you are in Ireland, England. Let's see. So let me see if I can remember where I've shipped stuff to. Let's go that way. I have packages waiting to go to Australia. I have a few packages waiting to go to Scotland, a few waiting to go to England, a few waiting to go to Canada. I have shipped to Belgium, the United States.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Shut up, computer. I'm trying to think. Where else have I shipped? I think those are my big 5. And we used to be regularly on YouTube until they basically decided to ban us for scamming. God knows how I can scam when I'm spending more money than is allowed for mental stability. But we come to you live on Twitch, live on YouTube, Mixer. Tonight we actually added Periscope to our list. Stream Me, Vaughn TV, Ustream. It's still listed as connected, but I don't think Ustream works anymore. I'd have to go look at the rest of them. Wait. I can actually look this way. Hold on. I can tell you. Let's see. YouTube, Mixer, Periscope, and why is my Periscope one not connected? Mixer is not connected right now. I'll have to go double check my Periscope one because my Periscope one is not coming up on my list. I think we added Smashcast and let me look. Actually, Smashcast was off. Damn it! Why was Smashcast off? Um, checking my other streams real quick. Nope, nobody got the four-letter word this time. The four-letter word that we were looking for was bruise. Mark, now, you keep coming and going. I've been waiting for you to respond on the treasure chest issue. Because I don't have the Black Panther piece, and I need you to pick another number for that one. So we'll try that again in a minute. And with that, Delvikins gets a vault shot. So Delv will be getting a vault shot here in a moment. What is it with the wheel? It's like one night is like stingy, the next night is giving away stuff left and right. Wow. All right, so with that, Delv called for a pause, which means we've got to go to the vault. Rigged. All right, Delv, with that, my dear, we need the 4-digit number that you want to try on the vault. All right, Delv says we're going 7, 0, 2, 6. Plug that into the computer. And we hear another very sad trombone. But yeah, Mark, like I said, if you are still here, like I said, the Black Panther piece, the Black Panther pop is gone. I don't know where it is. So I did need you to pick another treasure chest to replace that one. So are you here or not is my question. Alright, that's 2 down. And I gotta check my chat window. Alright, so let me double check and see. Yeah, my Periscope one is not going through the chat mode, so I'll have to figure that one out later. My Periscope one is literally read only, and I don't know why. So I'll have to go through and work on that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that, we are going to jump over to list number 2 of the evening. Which one do I want to do? We'll do this one. just because I kind of like it, and I don't think it's going to be as hard, but you never know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for list number 2, and again, for those of you that have never seen the list before, it's very simple. It's basically Family Feud without the points, is what we call it. We're going to show you a theme or topic for the list, and there have been 10 items that have been pre-selected for the list, and all you have to do is name as many of those 10 as you can. So for list number 2, and again, show, you will get to steal one list item. And remember, the priority goes, if the computer gets one, you get to take one of the empty ones from the computer. If they're all taken, you get to steal one from the player that has the most. So for list number 2 of the evening, we are looking for Captain Blank. We are looking for Captain Blank. And with that, the timer starts now. And like I said, I think this one's going to be actually pretty easy. And Bubbles getting her guess in from upstairs. I don't know if anybody heard that one or not. But it's one I didn't even think of putting on here. Captain Caveman is on the list. So that goes to Sea Chicken. And Captain Hook, definitely on the list for Vera. Captain Planet. Captain Planet is actually up there for Delve. Captain Spaulding is not. Captain Scarlet is not. You knew Captain Kirk had to be on there. You knew Captain Kirk had to be on my list. And Captain Jack Sparrow. So we are looking for Captain Blank. Captain Ahab, Captain Marvel, Captain Picard, not there. And nope, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. No hints for 18 minutes and 25 seconds. So again, we are looking for Captain Blank. So yeah, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to List Wits. We are the one, we are the only live interactive game show where you guys are the contestants. And right now, Sea Chicken has 2, Little French Lady has 2, Vera has 1, Delve has 1. So right now, Show will have the, well, right now, Show still has to steal from the computer because the computer still has 4 of them. Captain Barbossa is not on the list. I don't know, how was my Captain Barbossa voice? Captain Nemo, not there. Captain Pugwash almost made my cut. Captain Pugwash came really close. Now, I'm going to warn you guys on one of them, you have to be exact. There is one on here you still have to be exact on. The others, the other 3, you're not going to get without being exact. There's one that you might think is iffy. But I want specifics. Captain Morgan. Which would be nice to have right now, I just don't have it. Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Green Jeans. Now, see, Captain Picard and Captain Jean-Luc Picard, that would slide. But there is one of the two that is left that you do have to be specific for. Me, I'm doing Coke and butterscotch. I know, strange combination, but it actually works. Captain Blackbeard. The Sea Captain. Nope. No Captain Marvel. No Captain Marvel. Ooh, I like the Captain Steubing one. I wish I had put that one in here now. The Love Boat. Sorry. And everybody runs away when I start singing. So we are looking for two captains. And again, one of them you have to be specific on. Because there's a short version that works, but it doesn't work, just so you know. Captain D's almost made it in place of Captain Obvious. Because I love Captain D's. And it almost made it in place of Captain Obvious. But Captain Obvious just seemed to fit a little better. Because it's obvious. Nope, no Captain Crunches. Now here's the question. Do you know what Captain Crunch's real first name is? Captain Steve Zissou. I remember that movie. Don't ask me why I remember that movie, but I do. But yeah, guys, like I said, everything you see, almost everything you see, like back here, with the exception of that and everything that's up top here, is actual stuff that you guys can actually win. Although I do have some comic books I need to sort through and put in there. Captain and Commander. That would have been, what was that from? I just saw that movie. What the heck was that one from? It was Galaxy Quest. That's the one I was trying to think of. Captain Universe. Not there, but a good one. Captain Jonas Grimsby. Hey, Skipper. Captain Adam, not on our list. Captain Cracker. Captain Cracker. Where is that one from? For some reason, I keep thinking there was a music guy that was Captain Cracker. Captain of the ship. Oh, Sea Chicken taking one of my good ones. Which means, show, there's only one you're going to be able to steal right now from a nobody. If nobody gets number 6, that one goes to show. If somebody gets number 6, unless it's little French lady, he's going to steal one of Sea Chicken's. Was Captain Cracker in the Thundercats? Why do I not remember him in the Thundercats? Now, I will tell you guys, number 6 is the one you got to be specific on. Because if you use the short version, there are too many possibles. Just so you guys know. So I will give you that much. Number 6 is the one you have to be specific on. Nope, not Captain Apollo, not Captain Ahab. And then, depending on how many people there are here, like I said, Restream is not being nice to my Periscope for some reason. I don't know, because I don't know. I can't get, I don't know if anybody's watching on Periscope because it doesn't pull up any numbers, which would actually be nice to know. But it's definitely got I'm trying to think. I'm trying to figure out whether or not to penalize her. I'm going to be nice and give it to you, little French lady, even though you can't get his last name right. Even though you can't get his last name, I'm about to use the reverse I normally use. Show, because she can't get the last name, you got my permission to just kind of bop her one. It is Captain Jack Harkness. Even though little French lady only called him Captain Jack. I am going to be generous and give that one to you, little French lady. Alright, so, with that, we have Captain Kangaroo, Captain Morgans, Captain Hook, Captain Caveman, Captain Kirk, Captain Jack Harkness, Captain Obvious, Captain Planet, Captain Jack Sparrow, and Captain Antonio. Yeah, that was the only reason I was nice, because she knew who it was. But I was like, kind of like, I want to penalize her and say, show, that's the one I want you to steal. Just to steal it. Just for that. So, right now, little French lady has 3. Sea Chicken has 3. So, show, whose would you like to steal? One of little French ladies or one of Sea Chicken's? Although, it's kind of like I should force her to steal one of little French ladies. But I don't know if he wants to get in trouble. And while Joe is deciding, alright, so Joe is stealing Captain Obvious from Sea Chicken, which means we start with little French lady, and just because you couldn't get the name, I'm taking Captain Jack off the board. It is not Captain Jack Harkness. And that means we turn our, well, we keep our attention on little French lady and Captain Kirk to the bridge. Is it Captain Kirk It is not Captain Kirk. So that means it is now Show with 2 and Sea Chicken with 2. No, he's actually had to steal one from her before. But he said something about it hurt on the head after he did that. Because he didn't have a choice, or, yeah, it was, Show had gotten the steal slot. He didn't have a choice because Little French Lady had like 3 of them, and the next closest was 2. And you always have to take from the person that has the most. Alright, so let's see if it is Captain Caveman. And no, I'm not going to yell it because my voice would really carry. And thankfully, I don't have to say that Captain Caveman anymore. So, Delve has been on a hot streak. Does her hot streak continue because of all the Captain Morgan she's been drinking? Yes, she does. So Delve will be getting another small prize tonight. That's 3 for her tonight, just so you guys are keeping track. So now you guys know who to hate. And knowing our luck, the vault will be behind her Captain Planet as well. No, the vault is not behind Captain Planet. So Delve only gets 3 prizes tonight because she cannot compete in the next big game because she's already won 1 large prize this evening. And that means we turn our attention to Mr. Kosugi. And we're just going to throw ping pong balls at Mr. Kosugi because he is not yet getting a shot at the vault. And that leaves us with Show, Vera, Little French Lady, and Sea Chicken. And we're going to do the 2 knuckleheads first. We always save whoever stole a slot till the end, just to like torturing. Is it Captain Jack Sparrow? No, there are no turtles on the raft for Little French Lady on this one. So now we turn our attention to Sea Chickens and Captain Tennille. Is Captain Tennille the soft music spot for the vault? It is not Captain Tennille. So that means it is either Vera or the List Thief. Is it the List Thief or is it Vera that will be getting a shot at the vault? Ironically, it's the List Thief. The List Thief will be getting a shot at the vault. You guys have gotten really good on the steals. It's like, I think everybody that's stolen a list slot has either gotten the prize or the vault slot. I think every time. Because I know Delve got one, I think one of Delve's prizes came off of a steal. I think one of Sea Chicken's vault shots came off the wheel, or off the steal. And I think one of Siri's came off of a steal. I just don't remember if it was the vault shot or the prize for Siri. No, actually, I know Siri's was the steal because her steal is still over there. So with that, it is Delve's small prize and Show's vault slot. So with that, Delve, we need a number between 1 and 202, please. We just look for reasons to hit Show. Alright, number 143 it is for Delve. And in treasure chest 143 for Delve, it is one of the Tum Tum sets. And yes, I know exactly what my Tum Tums are. I just have to open up the right drawer. It is Iron Man, Winter Soldier, and Doctor Strange. I don't remember if you actually have ever gotten one of these before, Del. But it is the Tum Tums from Marvel. And these were the ones that I think I got from a dealer like for next to nothing. And the next time I went to see her, she was like charging out the wazoo for them. But congratulations, Delve. Those are now yours. And I thought you had another set somewhere. I thought you did. I wasn't sure. So give me 1 second as I go find. The Iron Man, Winter Soldier, and Doctor Strange set. And take them out of the pile. And these go in Delve's box. Ta-da! I like the Doctor Strange one in particular. I like the Doctor Strange one just because of the mustache. See? It's a perfect match, right? Other than the color. Other than the color. So Delve's box goes a little more full. So you got the Heroes, you got the Rook set, and the Tum Tums tonight. And thankfully for everybody now, it's like, well, she can't win the next one, that was for sure. I know, they like give birth and multiply and all that good stuff. Alright, and then we turn our attention to Mr. Kosugi and his shot at the vault. So, as we say, show, which row would you like me to pull an incorrect number from? Row 2 it is, and coming out of row 2, the second number is not the 6. So, show, what 4-digit number do we think is opening the vault? And we know it starts with a 7. So we are down to a 1 in 1, 2, 7 times 8 is 56 times 4, 244 chances. So just think, you got better odds here than you will have in the big money lottery. Alright, show says the number we are going for is 7283. 7283. We plug that into the computer. We press the red bar. And we hear, I think you guys know what that sound means. That sound means the vault is still closed. The vault is still closed at the moment. Alright, so let me check something, because I got to see if I have this one ready to at least work with. All right, give me 1 minute. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to see who is still here, who is participating. If you are here and participating, please feel free to speak up. Again, Delve cannot participate in this one because she's already won one large prize tonight. C would have opened it. Maybe. You never know. Alright, so we got to save that just so I don't forget. Because I want to see who is still here and who is participating to see what game we're going to go with next. Because I do want to run a test one, but it just depends on how many people we have here that are interested in playing. So we're going to wait to see who is interested in participating in the next possible game. And I will tell you, I only need 3. We're looking for 3 people interested in winning. And if I can't get 3, I'll go with something else. But 3 would be a pretty number. And Streamlabs is being slow, so come on, computer. All right, and I am going to step away for 1 minute, so bear with me. While I'm waiting for this thing to open up like it should. It may not matter because I think it's kind of frozen. Which it likes to do on occasion. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, if you participate in this game, this is one of those few games where you might get more than one prize out of it. It is Sale of the Century. This is one I've been working on for a while. And it's not 100% complete, but there's enough of it where I think I can work with it. And yes, I know it still says bullseye on the top. Like I said, that's one of the things that I got to fix with Streamlabs. Or I'm still yelling at Streamlabs about. Alright, so we got Sea Chicken. We're looking for 2 more interested people. And again, this is one of those few games where you guys can walk out with multiple prizes. Come on, computer. I know there's like one part of this that's not complete for sure, but I can work around it a little bit just by limiting some numbers. I just have to wait for Streamlabs for the computer to like let go of it. Let's see, what do I have running that's chewing up space? Close that out, see if that helps. And like I said, if I can't get the people to wrap stuff up tonight as is, then we're looking for 2 more interested participants. Come on, computer, if you get it. finally starting to move like it's supposed to. But this is one of those few games where, like I said, you can walk away with some smalls, a medium, and a large prize. But they've been all like kind of pre-chosen by me for this one for the most part. So we are looking for 2 more interested participants who want to win various prizes or try to win various prizes. And like I said, this is a game where you can win up to 4, depending on how good you are. Up to 4 prizes. And like I said, I got a couple of them already picked out for this, sort of. And like I said, if we can't get them, then we can't get them, and we'll wrap things up tonight with the 2 lists, the 2 4-letter words, or really the 1 4-letter word, because the computer beat you guys on one of them. And then the one game that we did do, which was the panic attack game. And I still have to put the Napoleon Dynamite piece in the prize pile. Actually, I have the Napoleon Dynamite pieces and the Paddington Bear, I think, still have to go in the prize pile. Those I haven't put in yet. Stuart something. Yeah, you got to get both names. So we are waiting to see if we can get 2 more people. And while we are waiting, we can pretty much talk about anything or anything. And like I said, if we can't get 2 more, then we'll probably wrap up the show. And I'm probably going to go stream video games just to see what happens. Ow. This is one of the few ones where I can't really start without the 3. And like I said, if not, then it'll give me a chance to finish debugging it just a little bit. But you guys won't see the questions. Nope, we won't show any of the questions. Ironically, the one game we did do tonight, I can't add anything to the trivia bot because it was more of a list game than a that one is still not showing up on my list as any more than a read no reply. I'll have to check. Oh, I'm fine, Del. I'm fine. We're just kind of like waiting to see if we can get 2 more people. And if we can, great. If not, we will wrap things up and I'm going to go play some XCOM 2, I think, for a little while. Or I may go watch some horror movies. I haven't decided. Because it's October. You gotta watch horror movies as much as you can during October, right? So, yeah, I think most everybody left tonight. Or the ones that are here are just more the ones that just kind of show up and sit around and just watch, which we more than happily welcome. But yeah, like I said, guys, the Cell of the Century game, we still got like 1 bug in, or it's not a bug, it's part of it I haven't finished completely, but it's something I can get around just by specific numbers. looking for 2 more people. And again, some of the stuff you can win if you might win if you participate are, since it's Halloween, we will show off the Little Red Riding Hood Scary Tales. This is one of the prizes you guys can win. I guess he doesn't. Like I said, I think Mark's still frustrated because I haven't sent his out yet. But it's one of those cases where I can't send it out until I get the box of the right size. Like I said, I still got his over there. It's hard to find a, because the box that Yoda sent me back, it didn't even fit in that. So I literally am going to have to get Mark like a very, very deep box that I don't want to use, because his Monopoly game just basically takes up that much space. But yeah, Yoda sent me back the box here, and I was thinking it was going to be big enough for the Monopoly game. It's not wide enough. It is literally not wide enough to hold the Monopoly game. All right, Delby, can you have yourself a good one? And as we cannot get 2 more people right now, I think we're going to wrap it up tonight. Because, like I said, guys, if you guys can't, if we don't get participants, we just can't give away prizes. And we want to give away prizes. That's why we show everything off that we try to give away. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap things up here. And we are going to wish everyone a good night. And hope you guys have a very good weekend. Like I said, I think I'm going to go watch a couple of horror movies, like I always try to do on Saturday nights after the show in October. But as we always say around here, exercise the body. Absolutely right thing to do. But the one thing we want you guys to do, exercise these. Because these are just as important, if not more so, than everything else out there. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys on Thursday. Maybe a different night too. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have an absolutely wonderful rest of your weekend. And we will see you guys very, very soon. Ciao.